Hello and welcome to the ESL One Mumbai 2019 Closed Qualifiers. This is the Chinese region where we have Keen Gaming versus newbie Mr. Game Boy, and this is the final game in this best of three series. There is only one match left. The winner of this one will remain in the upper bracket and keep alive their hopes of entering that grand final with a best of one advantage. With a one game advantage in the best of five. The other will drop down to the lower bracket and have to play not only against elimination, but also your chances of getting to that grand final and winning are slightly lessened. So
I feel like
sorry.
No,
It was obviously very important whatever you wanted to say that you were willing to interrupt me over it, so please go ahead.
I thought you'd finished. Oh, come on, don't be like that. I was going to say, I think whoever wins this series should be pretty confident going into the upper bracket final as well. I think this is probably the more contested semi-final of the two. Obviously,
I think I'd agree with that. I mean, obviously they've seeded Royal Never Give Up above Mr. Game Boy, which I think is fair. But yeah, I mean, you want to have that confidence, and you know the tougher matchup between the two upper bracket games gives you a lot of confidence coming into it. So we have some heroes picked up. We got the Rubik, Kaka Rubik coming out again, very hype. Meanwhile, Mr. Game Boy picked themselves up a Chen and a Conker, and then we have the VIP Iper being played by Keen Gaming.
Yeah, I was saying to you just before we went live that I was surprised this Keeper of the Light got banned out by Newbie Mr. Game Boy when it's been first picked both times so far, both games. But Newbie Mr. Game Boy have first picked themselves, so obviously not wanting to let it through. They went for the Chen instead. Obviously a very good hero at the moment. It's really good with this Kunker as well. When he hits level 6 on the Kunker, you can just move him across the map to find kills, and then he can always just TP back to lane and carry on farming. So nice little ways of starting team fights there.
Definitely.
And it's also pretty good against the Viper in the mid lane. Obviously you have the base damage advantage, so should get lots of denies on that Kunker.
Yeah, there's nothing really which the Nether Toxin breaks, so it's not a big deal.
No. I like this. I like when you play this Kunker mid, I think it's really important you play a position 4 that when it roams to the mid lane, it can have kill potential.
Yeah.
So they pick up that Tusk. Like now, if that Viper gets like trapped in shards or something, it's probably just dead. You know, you have the snowball stun into the torrent as well, or the shards into the torrent. Lots of kill potential. I think the Sven's pretty good though as well from Keen Gaming. Doesn't show it could be a 3 or a 5, depending on where they want to play it. I imagine it's probably going to be a position 5, but.
Yeah, but I love this roll in and shards with the Conker. You know, it's such a simple combo, but it's so good because it just allows you to get the torrents without needing the X marks. Really, really nice. But yeah, Sven.
I mean, Keen Gaming banned out the Earth Spirit, which would have been another good example of like one that plays well with the Kunker, but can't ban out both of them, unfortunately.
Well, Keen Gaming see the strength in their Weaver, and they're going to pick it up once again. So it's back-to-back Weaver games for them. Why change a winning strategy, I guess?
So they don't have the Keeper of the Light to buff the Weaver up and the Rubik up in lanes quite as much now, though. I think they have better heroes at dealing with the Weaver.
10 seconds.
They need to pick some kind of. I get they have some catch in like the Kunker and the Tusk, but it's not like a reliable stun for the Weaver. Like if he buys a BKB again this game, then he doesn't really care about anything so far.
Yeah, I mean, you can't pick up the Bane either because I've already got Chen and Tusk, so your 4 and 5s are gone. Pretty hard to pick into this guy. I mean, Doom's available, but again, you know, he just builds his Lincolns and then doesn't have too many issues.
It's really hard to play Doom into Rubik as well, I think.
Oh yeah, of course.
Like it's not awful, but also, it can be really annoying.
The Sven as well, really good against Doom now because you can just shield up your teammate and then they take that damage instead of the Doom damage, I believe.
Is it not physical damage?
Oh yes, yeah. It's. Oh, is that the one where it's actually just right-click damage? It's not even physical. It's just purely auto-attack damage.
Yeah, I think so.
And one of them is weird like that. I can't remember which it is.
What's the thing that reduces all the damage? I can't even remember.
Orthotic shield?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of something else.
There's a few different ones. I mean, but yeah.
Like Ghost Ship as well is another good example that reduces all damage. I think this pick's really difficult for Newbie Mr. Game Boy though, and they are taking their time on it. They could pick something like a Morph, maybe. Like it's a decent Morph game up against the Viper and the Weaver.
Yeah.
Even the Sven as
well. Yeah.
But it's not. I think the lane sounds really difficult, and they have the instant lift before you can get the Morph off as well. So it's not like it's a free Morph game.
Yeah, true. That instant initiation from Kaka is really going to hurt.
Like Void maybe, but it doesn't sound great either.
No,
Radiant team
there's no good
F.
hero to pick, so they're just going to go with a Darkseer instead.
Mm.
You know, it's not something which Weaver's going to struggle with in lane, but at the same time, you know, there's no real kill potential into the Darkseer, I don't think, so it's kind of just an even lane.
It gives some good teamfight combination as well with the Conqueror, and this Darkseer kind of enables the Tusk and the Conqueror a little bit more, where putting that Iron Shell on these two melee heroes can, you know, really buff up their damage that they can put out in teamfights. So I don't mind it too much.
Let's vacuum into boat, always exciting.
Just good teamfight overall so far at the moment. And they can't pick... I guess they could pick the Oracle on Keem now, but I don't think you really want to. I think you want to put this Sven as the 5. Would be my guess.
Yeah, I don't think you want offlane Sven in this kind of game.
I think that even so, they can still ban the Oracle if they think it's a problem.
And that.
I mean, it could be a position 1 Sven still and a 3 Weaver. Like, the draft's still very open for Keen. We know, you know, these Chinese teams do like to run the carry Sven sometimes. They need some like right-click damage on Newbie Mr. Game Boy. Slark's a good ban, actually. I didn't think about that. Would have been really good against the Weaver, especially just lock him down. What did Keen need?
Keen need a 5 position, which...
Is
No,
Sven
sorry,
not
want
the
the Sven the
5,
5? Well, yeah.
10 seconds
I think they want some kind of like Crimson Pipe builder, maybe. Oh, like they have Greaves. A Viper will probably go for this Greaves Atos build that we usually see.
Yeah.
It feels like they're missing an old 11 hero at the moment. Like you could play Viper offlane as well, I guess, but
Dire team pick.
yeah, they banned the Tide. I think that's a decent ban. Maybe something like a... I mean, Beastmaster, you can't really pick into the Chen. Is Knight still... No, Knight still got banned, I was going to say. Okay. What other offlaners are left?
Bit of PL.
Anti-mage.
Sorry, I meant for Mr. Game Boy, but they go for the anti-mage into a Viper with the Nether Toxin. Well, I mean, I've heard of worse things, but at the same time, I don't particularly like it. Also, this is a great game for Karkan now as well, because you've now got the Blink to steal, which is a really nice spell for him.
They lack a little bit of lockdown though on Keen.
Yeah, that's
Like,
true.
Lift's okay, Svensstun's okay, but Svensson against AM doesn't really work because he just sends it back at you.
So what about the
5
Beastmaster
seconds
now?
remaining.
Seems even more appealing.
Beastmaster's really hard into the Chen now, and it's more single target. I think you want some more like AoE lockdown. I think that's why the Tide would have been so good.
Yeah. Magnus just never seems great when you don't have a melee core as well.
Old 11 mag. Oh,
Don't
that would
tempt
be
me.
exciting.
That would be exciting.
What about like an axe?
Yeah, Axe could be really good. Nice stun to get through the cool.
I think the lane's pretty hard, but I think it should be doable. Or like, is Pango still in the pool? It's a really good Pango game.
Yeah, Pango's still around. It's an option.
I think Pango would be my best
but
bet.
I think that's an even worse lane though, isn't it?
It is, yeah, but the Lucky Shot's so good at like killing the AM later on with the
Yeah.
silences. Disarms was really nice as well.
I speak.
Ooh, they go for the profit. That seems very greedy from Keen Gaming.
I think it's Core Sven then.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I imagine it's
on that
POS
one.
5. No, it's POS 3 natures. Okay. So they want to play more of a tempo game, it feels like.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure you want to do that against the Kunkka. Doesn't sound too fun. Because they have good team fight in the Darkseer and the Kunkka, so I don't think it's quite as easy as maybe they're hoping. At least you have the trees to be able to, chip away at the anti-mage in the laning stage. But with the Chen heal coming through, I don't think it really matters.
Yeah, the harass is going to be annoying, but not annoying enough, I don't think, to stop this AM from farming. And Nature's Prophet and Karka, it's Nature's Prophet Rubik lane
10 seconds
doesn't really
remaining.
sound strong enough to really contest the AM's farm at all. So they're going to have to be very conscious of the fact that they're
5
coming into
seconds
this AM in the
remaining.
mid game, who is probably going to get a decent time on his Battle Fury, unless they can tri lane against him. Maybe. Oh, what do you think about the tri lane of Rubik, Sven, Prophet, and then leave the Weaver to solo versus the Darkseer?
You could, I guess, yeah. But then the Darkseer is just going to cut the wave and then farm the jungle at the same time. And then I think he just farms more than the Weaver. I don't think you want to do that. But then you don't really stop him anyway.
Yeah, I
I
was going to
guess.
say, like, and I'm not entirely sure Rubik or the Sven do anything to actually stop the Darks here from farming. So it's a
Unless
very
they-
awkward situation for Keen, I think.
Can they try lane with the Weaver, and then put the Nature's Prophet against the Darks here?
Yeah, that's an option as well. He can probably get a lot more out of the lane than the Weaver could, with those
You
trees
take, like-
being able to jungle as well.
You can take like Swarm level 1 on the Weaver as well, and just find a kill. Like you have Lift, you have Sven stun as well.
Yeah, it's going to
There's
be a
lots
really
of
interesting
damage.
game to see what the way they can lane this. There's a lot of possibilities coming through from for King Gaming and what way they want to run things around. So I'm excited to see how they decide to lane this one as we get into game number 3. It's the final game. We're 1-1 in this best of 3 series. Keen Gaming versus Mr. Game Boy. Let's find out who is going to take home the series and forge their way through the upper bracket, and who's going to get knocked down.
I think this is probably the closest draft of the 3 on paper, you would say.
Prepare
Yes,
for
agreed.
battle.
Completely agreed.
Although, like game 1, I felt like Keen should have won, but they just kind of those 2 bad fights really kicked it out of them. But yeah,
Yeah.
in terms of overall draft, I do think this one's really close. I like that Weaver goes to the mid lane there to get the ward down with the Sakuchi. That's really nice. Yeah, Kunka's smoked up though, so he gets his ward down free this time. In the same place, pretty much. Okay.
Aw. 2 default wards at that as well. Look at them both.
Oh,
Match
Jiraj's
made in
got double
heaven.
Stout Shield on the AM versus this Nature's Prophet. That's really interesting.
Ooh.
So we the only heroes I've seen this against is Nature's Prophet and Broodmother.
Yeah. There's the blocking a bit of the damage from these summons.
30 seconds.
Yeah, it's
to
just a
battle.
lot of physical damage coming through. So
Yeah.
yeah, they are going to put they're going to do this aggro tri-lane top, and they're going to put the Nature's Prophet against the Dark. I really like this. I think this is a good way of doing the lanes. You just want to pressure this AM as much as you can. If you can just
Yeah.
shut him down, it feels like he's the main problem. And then just hit like this 25-30 minute timing maybe, where you can go high ground. That's the plan on paper.
We'll see how it pays off for them, but I definitely like how they're choosing to lane this one as in comes the heal. The Divine Favor coming out onto the anti-mage. See if they can take down a Treant. I don't think they'll be able to, though. He's just too damn fast. What's up with Treants? Why have they got 325 move speed and 550 health?
Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty nuts, isn't it? I'm not sure why they're so fast.
Yeah, they're pretty good dudes in the early game at least. Dark's
Weaver.
going to be annoying coming under tower, and
Oh, look at the Darks here though in the bot lane with the Tusk.
Yep. It's taken that first lane of creeps, no problems at all. And, well, Old 11 won't really have a problem dealing with these creeps either. Are they ignoring him? Huh. That's funny. It just attacks the tower because it's first creep wave.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's interesting. Okay.
I didn't
the
know that
thing
was a
is,
thing.
though,
There you go.
I don't know if you noticed, but Old 11 started top with the trees to try and bait them into thinking that he was going to be up there. And while nobody else showed bot, so now he TP's down.
Done out. Could Faith be in some trouble here? They need a bit more damage. Do they have it? I'm not sure they do. The block's coming out from Dark. He's under tower. They really want this first blood. They will get it. Dark will surely die for this, but, you know, he's happy.
Yeah, look at this Dark
Kaka.
as well.
Yep.
Just-
Here comes the
Oh, okay, okay.
shard. Kaka should be able to get himself away. Yep, he's going to be alright.
This Dark is just so annoying.
Yep. Got a ton of creeps. Iron shells are out, and he's going to take himself a whole big creep wave and a jungle camp at the same time. It's taking a lot of damage for this, but that doesn't really matter.
He's being really efficient with how he's jungling though. Oh no, the creep.
Oh, the creep took
Oh,
the last
no.
hit. Oh, efficiency ruined.
Now he's going to have to try and get this wave before it cuts off.
Absolute disaster. Oh, Prophet just TP's back to base and TP's back to lane. Who needs a courier anyway?
True, very true. Oh, these lanes are going really well for the Dire side though.
Absolutely.
This Kunka's beating the Viper in mid as he should. Viper's actually gone back to the. Oh, okay, he's just double stacking or trying at least.
Ooh,
He
In
didn't
comes
stack either of
Ferrari,
them,
though. Ferrari blocks one and, yeah, fails to stack the other one. So that sucks, you know. Miss a couple of creeps for a stack and don't get either.
but look at the CS chart at the moment as well. Like the Darks is just going to jungle as well at the same time down here, so he's just going to accelerate so fast.
Clear sailing
Yeah,
now.
he's just stacking up these waves and taking them to the jungle and having his way with them, basically. Always keeping the attention on himself as well, so the creeps don't end up inadvertently last hitting each other. Nicely done.
Yep. He's level 4.5, and we're 2.5 minutes into the game.
Yeah,
That's
a nice
nuts.
Time. Meanwhile, Dark kind of singled off a little bit here, but you can't really have any aggression coming out of the side of Mr. Game Boy. It's just not going to happen. So they're kind of just dealing with each other. And I mean, AM's having a nice enough time up here. Weaver is struggling a little bit more, but just because, you know, that's the nature of being in the hard lane. I don't know. It's very weird. It's very weird.
Look at this mana burn creep that the Chen has as well. They're so annoying. Especially if you can start burning the mana of the Weaver. Like that guy doesn't have a huge mana pool. Taking 100 of his mana away is a big deal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Denied.
The good old Mind Stealer coming into play. That guy. If I told you there was like a unit called a Mind Stealer in Dota before this game, would you know what it was?
No.
Okay, cool.
Oh, this
Whoops.
Owen is playing this so well. Like he just spent
he
all
just
his gold.
got on the south.
He just
Okay,
denied
never
to the tier 2, and then he can just TP back to the lane again straight away.
Yeah, I thought he died to
I
a creep, but no. He's,
I don't think I've ever seen a Darkseid be quite as this efficient before.
yeah, he's going to get a crazy timing on this. It looks like a pipe he's going for.
Yeah, I think it could be the Helmet Dom as well.
Oh, Helmet Dom, maybe, yeah. Yep, probably that one. Meanwhile, up in the top lane, GG's just kind of having a pretty nice time. Although in come the shards, Weaver, he's got no mana left. This could be really bad. The Minds are going to work, but it's actually Kachu who's taking the most damage. The lift up, the throw back. Doesn't have enough damage to finish him off. Old Chicken wants to stick around for the last hit, but the Sven will get it. And Weaver gets enough Scoochie mana to get himself away after all his spells are used, and he pops that stick. Now they look towards GG as well, but the Anti-Mage, he's going to be alright. He's got a blink available anyways. 1-1-1 on the skill board right now. And just a quick deny on that creep as well to stop the money coming through for them. So, yeah, a little bit of aggression thrown out by Mr. Game Boy, but met with a brick wall of Keen Gaming as they get the kill on Takachu instead. Very much punished. Meanwhile, Vipe has a double damage rune. Can he make anything happen with this in the mid lane?
You might finally get some CS now. I mean, he's doing okay, but the Kunkka has 14 denies. That's not fun.
No, it is not.
He is going for this Atos build as well on the Viper. Not too surprising, especially up against this AM.
Want to know something cool though? When Viper was first kind of reworked to have Nether Toxin as this castable spell rather than being the passive ult before, your boy Nomad actually built him by maxing out Nether Toxin for just one game. I did it. Hold on, Kachu's in some trouble. No mana on the... Oh, never mind. He eats a mango and gets a stun. Tusk held, still blocking him up. Can they finish him off? He's got the shards, but... Oh, beautifully done, but doesn't matter. The Fade Bolt comes out and they get the kill.
But again, while you're just around chasing this this Tusk, AM's still just free farming in the top lane. He's very happy with how this game's going.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a ridiculous amount of farm, but it's near enough free, to be honest. You're right.
Do you know who does have a ridiculous amount of farm?
The Darks here?
He does,
Your
yeah.
boy Owen?
He's had a free game, it feels like.
Yeah, things have been really nice for him. And he's got this headdress coming to him. Meanwhile, up at top, a bit of aggression coming through. The Wrath of Nature doing a ton of damage to bring down the Anti-Mage. Goodness me. Now they look towards Kachu as well as they're trying to chase him down. They've got the wand, so they will have enough mana for a stomp. But nice shards once again from Kachu there, just to get himself out of danger.
Yeah, very nice.
How do you get those shards? You just like fire them at the floor, like immediately in front of you?
It takes... You just have to go into a lobby and practice it a little bit.
Yeah.
The X. Oh, they
A little bit off the mark, yeah. Stun does come out onto Chen though, so we'll get the return kill onto Faith.
Did they holy persuade? Yeah, this is what I was talking about though. They holy persuade in the Kunkka when he hits level 6. They go for this kill, and now he can just TP back to the mid lane if he wants. But yeah, unfortunately it doesn't work out. He mistimed the X a little bit. But,
Yeah.
no, it happens. Whatever. And yeah, now that you see the Viper stack before, now he's got the 3 points in Nether Toxin. He can just go back to the jungle and just completely, accelerate his farm. He's having a great time.
Absolutely. Alrighty, so looks like they're making a bit of a rotation onto the Nature's Prophet here. Nice shots once again from Catcher here. And old 11 just completely stuck in the trees. But the guy's surprisingly tanky, but now comes in the snowball. Okay, never mind. Bring in that tag team, and he is not. But Owen, taking damage from the tower, will be able to get the aggro off. Hiding around in the trees here as Karkar's just getting dropped low. Can he find the last bit of damage? Tusk, he's got no spells. He's got nothing. Karkar will survive as Yi comes in and finds himself that kill. And Owen just TPs away in the trees.
Top lane as well. They've got the X.
Yeah, it comes down, but they... Who was the X onto?
They didn't use the X, I don't think. I think he just tried to blind torrent into ship from the fog onto the Weaver. But, yeah.
Okay. Well, you know,
Not working out.
gotta have dreams, don't you? So 2 failed boats up in the top lane now, but Forto trying to try and make it up by X-marking Dark with the torrent as well. Yeah, this time he gets it. And Dark will be brought down. Just a nice little cleave there with the Tidebringer. Old Chicken just quivering in the tree line on this Weaver, not looking to show his face really here as Mr. Gameboy gets to work.
Yeah, the Nature's Prophet's just shoving out mid as quickly as he can though in the meanwhile, so...
Yep. Although,
You have to be a little bit careful.
From behind with the Tusk as well. They're looking for the Rubik. As Old 11 just sits in behind, and now Yi coming in as well. They're looking for the Kunkka. Never mind, they do get the Rubik, but Kunkka goes down as well. Only gives 200 gold, this Kunkka, though. Jesus.
Okay.
So you get 100 extra gold for the Rubik.
I mean, he was on a 4 times killing streak, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, the Rubik should be giving more, but even 200 gold for that Kunkka is so sad. It's not even like he's farming that badly. I think the Weaver's the only core kind of really struggling at the moment. Not really struggling, but he's struggling the most.
Yeah, I mean, it's just been a pretty rich game all around, really. A true communist game of Dota where everybody's got a ton of money except Weaver.
I mean, it's the 2 supports on the Dire side that are making them fall behind a little bit. If you look at the net worth of the Rubik compared to the Tusk, it's like doubling up at the moment. Kakan's having a really good time.
I want to
Why
see
has
a
he
communist draft one day where you just get the same amount of farm on everyone. Could it work? I don't know. Dark in some trouble in the mid lane. Going to throw down the Warcry here as they get on top of him. It's going to take a while to eat through the shield. Now they do manage to do so. Stun comes out though. Going to hold Ferrari still. Ferrari really getting a bit too carried away with his kills. The break comes out onto him. So much damage coming out onto him. But does get surged away to safety. The poison not going to be enough to finish him off. As, well, they get the kill on the Sven. They back themselves away. It was messy. It was scrappy, but they do it. They get the kill. And, well, they get themselves out.
He's going to bring the Kunkka back to the lane as well after he TP's back to base. You don't even need your own X to do it. Oh, okay.
Atos, there it comes. Stun out onto the Chen as well, and the Chen is just absolutely melted. Tusk trying to come in for a bit of aggression. Old 11, yeah, tries to TP away. Not going to happen, though. Meanwhile, 430 being chased still. High Centaur. Yep, just go for the quick stun onto the Sven here, who did have the Stormhammer available. The Torrent does get dodged out as well. Ferrari, though, so damn tanked. He's actually going to survive this one, which is ridiculous. Owen says, what up? I just got TP'd in by my homie Chen. Now I'm looking for a kill onto Karkar here. Quick little vacuum, quick little punch, and that's going to find the kill onto Karkar. And now, beautiful shards once again. Yi could be in a bit of trouble. X marks coming out onto him, followed up with a Torrent. That shield does not last long from the Sven. In comes the boat. Not that it's needed. They get another kill. They're looking for Dark as well. The aggression does not stop from Mr. Gameboy here as Keen Gaming dive under the tier 2 looking for a kill into the Kunkka, but they just lose everything.
That was so nice by the Dire. The way they played that fight where Darkseid picked off the Rubik at the start. They get the X onto the Viper and then the Tusk snowballs onto the Sven straight away.
Yeah.
So they're always looking for these plus ones. Yeah, exactly. Like straight away, they're always looking for the next target. They're not happy with what they've got so far. Always trying to get as much from the from the map as they can. Oh, we got Ghost Ship on the Rubik.
Cheeky little ghost ship steal there from Karkar. He'll take that every day.
I mean, that's pretty... If you can get a good Ghost Ship off of the Rubik, that's going to make the world of difference in these fights.
Can we talk about how silly the AM looks now that he went for double stout and didn't lane against a Prophet?
Yeah, he's...
What an idiot.
Yeah. I mean, it's still okay against the Weaver, though. I guess...
Yeah. Does it block the bug attacks?
I'm not sure, actually. I don't think so. Because
Well,
I know it,
lines being drawn as Keen Gaming looking to get their slap on. They're going to find Faith here. Dart will say hello. Throw stun to his face. Atos comes in, follow it up with another toxin, and the guy's just going to melt. Just going to disappear under the poison damage. Meanwhile, Gigi's going to have to blink himself to the trees. TP's out. No real catch for him, so he's going to get himself back to base. Nice and tidy like. You know, Tusk is going on a bit of adventure. Catch you. Couple of wards down. You know how it is.
this Weaver's starting to catch up as well. Like, he's almost got this Midas online. And, yeah, he's going to start to scale with the rest of his team. Guess, like, guys, I'm here. I promise.
Yep. If the courier doesn't get killed in the process and he doesn't
die first. Yeah.
Looking a little bit sketchy here, but they're just going to cut the creep wave instead. But this isn't going to spook the Weaver just yet because this guy's been doing this a lot. Old Chicken's just like, all right, I'll wait. But, okay, now they're disappearing under tree. I think Weaver's now going to realize that maybe something's up. TP in from the Prophet as well, but cancels. Kuchi used. Oh no, he's trying to de-ward.
No.
That's you dead, my friend. Rooted up, does get the time lapse off, but it's not enough HP to survive the fight. Meanwhile, Yi jumps in, immediately getting turned upon. But they're doing a ton of damage onto Kachu here. Yeah, the boat, the damage from the poison. They will finish off Kachu, but Faith is also going down as well. A beautiful fight so far from Keen Gaming, and they're going to get Arwen as well. Oh my god.
The Tush Shards just pushed the Darkseer closer to the Sven. So the Sven stun went off onto the Darkseer before his TP went off. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure he would have got out. That's so sad.
Now a beautiful value shrine here as well. Yep, get in, boys. Drink deep.
Oh, God.
Well, okay, fairly big loss for Mr. Game Boy down in the bottom lane, but finally we have a close game, you know. The other two games, they were stomps in one way or another. Despite the turnaround, it was still kind of just for 1 minute one guy was winning, the next minute another guy was winning. This one, we're yet to have a really close fight, but pretty exciting game so far, as we're currently 13 and 10 at the 30-minute mark.
Yeah, I like that this Nature's Prophet's, you know, desperately trying to get things done, though, in terms of, like, pushing towers, shoving down lanes. Oh, Viper.
In some trouble here as he throws down the ultimate, but immediate snowball out, gonna save him from most of this poison damage. But now Kachu getting stunned up. They really want to kill this guy, but the Divine Favor's on him as well. Yi's not particularly healthy either. They need to be careful as Ferrari can turn this one around. They do get the trees onto Faith, and they'll quickly be able to snipe off this Chen at the side of the fight, who overextends a little bit too far. Another tier 1 will be going down here. I don't think there's any way to defend this one.
What's this casual energy booster on Kaka's Rubik?
Oh, you know how it be. Just picking it up. Maybe he's
Did he
going to go for an
Arcanes and
Aether, I
then
think.
disassemble or something? Or?
Maybe
Oh,
that.
he has Wall on Rubik, actually. Wow.
Large.
Okay.
Every time you look at Kaka, he's got a different ultimate, I swear.
Yeah, like, it's really good if you can get it onto the AM as well to try and burn some of his mana. Like, if you can get it onto the Darkseer, he gives you the Helm of Dom aura.
Yeah.
There's a few good ones.
Few good ones indeed. Yeah, I think it's best for the AM, just for the mana steal onto himself. That really sucks for him. Meanwhile, roll forwards onto Kaka here. Can they blow him up in time? Wall comes out, but down comes the second one as well. X marks out onto old 11. Going to stun him for the time being. Kaka's not in trouble, but the shard's actually going to push him away. Kaka is going to survive. No one's actually dying just yet. Never mind. In comes the AM. Blows up old 11 as he's trying to TP away. And the surged up anti-mage has joined the fight. Low might be regretting it shortly as the stun comes out onto 3. Hello. Down he goes. Not able to blink away because of the X marks. Now Snowball comes out. Faith in some trouble once again. Oh dear. This is going pretty wrong pretty quickly, although they might be able to get the return kill. Okay, they bring down the Viper. What more can they do though, as Old Chicken's plenty healthy here, and he's just chasing forwards onto Kachu, and he's going to find that kill onto the Tusk. Now looking for Ferrari as well.
I don't know which wall's which.
Yeah, I know. It's really confusing for them. But look at the illusion fight. Well, both walls will dissipate, eliminating any confusion. And it looks like everyone's going to get out okay.
There was a really cool play at the start of that fight where the Darkseer tried to put his Centaur in. He used the Vac and then tried to stun straight away, but the Nature's Prophet got the Midas off onto the Centaur creep, so it died before it got the stun off. And it kind of made the fight a lot harder for the newbie side right at the start.
Run over to net worth. And I won't lie, I've been so focused on the action this game that we've had it on last hits that entire time. That's all right, you know, 60-minute net worth. So it's what we aim for, and of course, you do have old 11 sitting on top with this Midas, and he's just been kind of having a nice time. Followed by the Darkseer, and
this AM has Battle Fury now, though. So
yes, he did pick it up from the last fight.
He's going to start to scale. He's like, "Oh, please let me finish this cat pot off before I get sent." Okay, never mind.
Oh. Kachu's like, hello. Just rocking up the lane. Hello. Nice little bit of fun for me. Tusk.
Meanwhile, the carry.
Yes, this is I. Meanwhile, Arwen's still making his way towards this Crimson Guard. Not sure. Yeah, I guess it's pretty good versus the Weaver and the Prophet particularly. Yeah, I'll take it.
I'm surprised he's not going for a Vlad's. I think it depends what the Tusk is building.
Well, I mean,
Crimson's good as well.
Oh, meanwhile, there's a bit of aggression being shown here. By a bit, I mean a lot, as they're just going to blow up Kunk here. God's Strength used as well. And they're looking for their stack as well. You know, it's only a double, but as I've always said, you know, when you're taking stacks, it's not really about the money. It's more about the demasculation of the enemy team.
Well, the thing is, right, it's not that you gain like 300, 400 gold, whatever it is. It's that you're taking it away from them as well. So effectively, you're doubling the net worth swing overall.
Yeah. And you're also making them feel really, really bad. Because nothing
Yeah,
feels
you are.
as bad as...
Top. That's an orchid.
We're watching. It's just a guy dying. Unable to surge because the orchid.
Yeah, that's a brilliant orchid reveal when you pick up a core like that and you turn it into a tower as well.
Yeah.
King Gaming really strong at the moment.
They've got the wind in their sails and they are sailing right up onto Mr. Game Boy's high ground here.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
They're going for this. Okay.
They are indeed. I think we're going to come forwards with the X marks. A little
he has a
safety net
Yules.
here, but the Yules, if they timed it right, they have not. Very close though.
I think they have to be careful here. But yeah, the mech gets used on the Viper, but I think you just chill out. This is fine.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
You don't want to force the high ground fight too early when you're not ready.
Meanwhile, AM being... I like what they're doing, just teleporting the AM around the map, trying to make his farm as efficient as possible. And he will start to pull ahead, but of course we've seen that Keen Gaming aren't shying back. You know, they're doing the right thing so far and forcing a lot of aggression. AM, he still needs a bit more than what he's getting.
Yeah, he's getting there though. He's farming quickly.
He is.
He's going to be top of the net worth chart soon, most
In the
likely.
mid lane, though, Conker getting solo, the Wrath of Nature, and there we go, they do it right down, but the vacuum into the Stomp as well. Is it enough? Old 11 dropping low, trying to TP out of this one. Is there a cancel? There is not. He's actually going to survive this one. Tusk taking some damage in the front lines. Faith actually dying in base, I think. Meanwhile, Viper held still. The Tusk, he is going to go down. Doesn't get the kill onto the Viper, so again, Keen Gaming, they're too strong right now, and Mr. Game Boy just can't fight into it, especially without that Conker.
Oh, he's bringing... Oh, look at all these salves Old 11's bringing.
Who needs a courier? When
I've got
you've
hiccups. That's how excited I
a
am.
Nature's Prophet. Yep, in they come. Science out onto the Ferrari here, but... Well, they're doing a ton of damage, actually. Goodness me. A little bit more will be needed with this armlet turned on, but yeah, they'll actually get him. Lifted back, thrown back, and Conker's dead once again. Can't stay alive in this game, and they need him for this high ground defense, so this is going to be a tier 3 tower. Will they hold
He
on to
just
their
brought
racks,
back.
though? Yeah.
And he died again instantly.
Dire's middle tower.
I mean, okay. Fair enough.
Barracks are under attack.
Fair enough. Well, maybe not feeling that way on the side of Mr. Game Boy here as Rack.
See that? Why is the AM not like cutting the creep wave or something here? I guess he's scared of the Nature's Prophet maybe TPing and using the silence on him.
They've
But
got the silence. They've also got this Nether Toxin as well. You know, this Viper's so strong versus the Anti-Mage.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Scary
no, you can blink away from the Viper. Like the Atos isn't going to keep you cut down the whole time.
Well, it'll be long enough.
They're just
I'm fairly sure. Like, his health pool isn't that big, and without the counter
he has
spell,
Greaves
Dire's bottom
on the Viper. Like how do you stop this push?
they're just going, dude. They're just taking out Kachu as well. He's gonna have to buy back into this one. 10 seconds until the Conker's dead. I thought
They're
they'd
just taking turns dying.
Okay, Crimson Guard is out. This should help their racks out quite a lot here. And Keen Gaming might consider backing away at last. They will. And there is no chase from the side of Mr. Game Boy. I think this is the ultimate sign of like, okay, no, they are going for something good.
The thing, you forced the AM back now though, so there's 5 heroes back in their base. So you all just get out, and they're like wasting their time now.
Yeah.
They're not getting anything from this. What a torrent from Kaka as well. God. They're playing this really well on Keen. It feels very similar to how they played the last game though. Like they hit this timing and they just go for it. Kind of what they really struggled to do in game 1.
Yeah. This Conker performance as well has not been ideal.
I'll be honest. I mean, Ferrari's performance
glad we
across the
didn't
whole
see
series has not been amazing.
It's not what we've come to expect of him, no.
Like the DP in the laning with the DP in game 1, yes, it's hard up against the monkey kit, but I feel like he should have done a little bit better. And then, yeah, it feels like the last 2 games he hasn't really had an impact.
Agreed. It's
Which is sad. Very sad.
yeah, especially for a relic like Ferrari to come in and you expect big things from him. BKB pops mod 11. This guy's just like, yep, I'm here to hit racks. I've got a BKB, guys. I'm gonna pop it.
I'm just securing the racks, guys. It's okay. Don't worry. I think he meant to use Orchid or something there,
Snowball out onto Old Chicken, but they just can't catch the guy. And now Anti-Mage is trying to lay into the Viper here, but I mean, with that Nether Toxin coming down, he's just taking so much damage. A beautiful back wall, but there's the follow-up. They get the stun onto 2, but I think it's a little bit too late. Tusk is just going to die in the middle of this. Everybody's getting low, but there's no finishes to the kill. They're keeping the Kunkka controlled up, and now with that ultimate from the Viper onto him as well, he can't even chase particularly. Now they Yules him up as well. So much control used onto this Kunkka, and now they can look to kill him. He is dead. A good game, well played, is called. It's going to be Keen Gaming taking game number 3 and securing their spot in the upper bracket.
Nature's Prophet doesn't even need BKB for that fight. That was a bit of a messy one at the end, but yeah, the 5-man back wall made it a little bit closer than it should have been, I think.
Yeah, definitely. But I love what they were doing on the side of Keen Gaming in those last fights. You know, they recognize that the Anti-Mage isn't strong enough to actually be a threat yet. They realize that the only person who can follow up and actually secure these fights for Mr. Game Boy is that Kunkka. So they Yules him, they Atos him, they did everything they can, you know, lifts, just keep him in place, throw all your disables onto the Kunkka. It doesn't matter what the rest of the team are doing. They can run around all they like, they can surge themselves up, they can vac wall all 5 of you. Doesn't matter. As long as that Kunkka isn't in the fight, it doesn't make a difference. They just chain kill him and then control him out for the last fight there. And it makes Ferrari look like he's had an awful game, and he has, but it's very much the kind of side of King Gaming just focusing him down because he is this tempo controller.
I mean, it's very difficult for newbie to ever get a good team fight off unless they get like an amazing vac into a torrent boat or something, because they can't really deal with the Viper. He's just kind of sitting on that front line being, you know, that tanky dragon or whatever he is, just dealing huge amounts of I've got hiccups still. Huge amounts of damage with that Nether Toxin. And yeah, I mean, Kaka again on the Rubik, another really good performance by him. It's really impressive overall by Keen.
Yeah, he's pretty good on this hero. Pretty good on this hero. All right, then. Well, it's going to be Keen Gaming moving along in the upper bracket. Newbie, one step closer to elimination. Mr. Game Boy will be knocked down to the lower bracket to face the loser of Royal Never Give Up versus Team Ever, I believe they're called. And we'll find out who that's going to be. I imagine it's probably Team Ever, but I'm not going to jump to any conclusions. You can go and check that out. Nowhere actually, it's not being streamed. But we're going to be back with Keen Gaming versus the winner of that matchup very shortly. I'm going to take a quick break. My Farrah's going to take a glass of water, and we'll see you here very shortly for the next round.